Hello YouTube, it's me again, Arrogant God Jealous. For my fourth part, I'd like to talk about how I realized just how silly Christianity, Judaism, and all those other beliefs are. You see, I'm sure you've heard of the notorious religion of Scientology, right? If you haven't, just watch South Park, it'll do a good job explaining it all. But a simple explanation, a quick one, would be that they basically believe that a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, is it just me or does that sound a lot like Star Wars? Anyways, they believe that long ago there was an evil overlord named Darth Xenu who apparently had this problem involving there being too many aliens on the planets he ruled over. And so he froze them up, sent them to Earth, and had them thrown into volcanoes. And it's a rather humorous story. Really, I highly recommend you watch South Park to see it. They did a very good job pointing it out. But anyways, so after seeing the South Park episode and learning about the beliefs they have, I kind of came to wonder, how is this belief really more ridiculous than all the other beliefs? And I realized, they're not. It's just as ridiculous. Because let's see. If you were to compare Scientology to all the things that the Bible has in it, like for instance, a guy coming back from the dead, in other words, a zombie, or the idea of Moses splitting the sea in half. When you think about it, those things are no less ridiculous than a sci-fi space opera, which I get the idea might have been a ripoff on Star Wars, but that aside, thing of it is that Judaism, Christianity, Catholicism, and all those other beliefs, they're really just as ridiculous as Scientology. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because the only real difference is that Scientology was more recently made up, while as Christianity and Judaism, they were made thousands of years ago. In fact, I'll bet you anything that if the Scientology book was placed into a time machine and brought back about a couple thousand years ago, back when the Bible was being written, I'll bet you anything that today Scientology would be considered a mainstream belief and it would be considered more acceptable to believe it as truth. But that aside, thing of it is that all the other Scientology is really less ridiculous than everything else. Don't let others tell you otherwise. In fact, what I would really love it is if Matt and Trey were to actually make a similar joke to Scientology's where they have an animation of some of the most ridiculous biblical stories and say, this is what Jews and Christians actually believe. That would kind of be funny, wouldn't it? Anyways, Arrogant God Jealous here. Peace.